UFC 294, it's coming close. In just 19 days, we're going to have the weigh-in. And yeah, let's start talking about it. So Khamzat Chimaev is no longer a Swedish citizen, reportedly. He is now going to be representing the UAE, United Arab Emirates. So he's got the Emirati citizenship. And on 294, he will be actually on his home ground, representing the home country under that flag. So very interesting that this happened. And just a couple of months ago, if you look at his YouTube channel, he was still training in Sweden. Just 2 months ago, literally 2 months ago, he was still training in Sweden. And he actually met Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who is Swedish, superstar. No, the man that needs no introduction, I hope. So, yeah, so he was training with the All-Star gym there. His coach was apparently no longer Andreas Michael. And he was also in the gym where Gustafsson was training, and there was a couple other really good fighters. So it was a good gym, good environment for him. But however, he gave it all up. He moved to the UAE. Now he has, the only thing that apparently stayed the same is his BJJ coach, right? So his jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach is still Alan Finfo. And he brought him in. I guess he tagged along for this camp at least. But the main coach now is Azamat Ozzy Dugulubov. Damn, I'm good at pronouncing these names. Huh? It appears to be. I don't know if he's Chechen or it's definitely around those parts. If he isn't Chechen, he's around those parts from Russia. Also ex-fighter, trained, also fought about 10 years ago in the States. But now he's training heavy. He's head coach coming out of the UAE. So how will this impact Khamzat? That's a big change, right? And it's something that you changed just quite recently. So how will it work out? How will this impact him? Now, I know he also mentioned somewhere in social media, he's like, I'm a lone wolf, hence the Borge. That's what it means, the wolf, the lone wolf. Always was a lone wolf, always will be a lone wolf. Kind of implying that it doesn't matter like who he trains with, who's his coach, that it's still going to be him. But is it, right? That's the question. He moved to Sweden when he was 18, so he wasn't spending his whole life there, but when it comes to his adult life and his training and wrestling and everything, this is where he accomplished all of those things and started his MMA career and made such success in the UFC so far. So we'll see how this impacts him. And people were also questioning, why was this move made? Was it because of recently there were some Quran burnings in Sweden? This was his way of, like trying to distance himself from Sweden. Or it could have been just a money move, which I'm pretty sure it was a money move where he has to pay less taxes. And not just that, being a citizen representing the UAE, being a superstar in any sport, I'm sure it comes with a lot of financial benefits. I'm sure the sheikhs over there are going to love it, and he's going to be paid handsomely if he isn't already. So not to mention, of course, he's going to have the best gym, best everything, equipment there, staff, all the access to all the best possible things he can have. So we'll see. I mean, it is definitely a different environment. He still has some training partners, similar ones, not the same, but yeah, we'll see how that preparation goes. I checked the channel. I mean, he looks damn good. Of course, he looks in great shape. He's big. He likes to fight at the middleweight. He doesn't like the diet that he had to be on, and he failed to make weight. Last time he tried to make weight, he failed by 8 pounds, and then he fought Kevin Holland at like 180 cruiserweight catchweight bout, right, with Kevin Holland, which he dominated entirely. But then also there was some rumors that he could not fight in the U.S. after that fight that he had in Vegas. Now, why? I have no idea, because if you look up Sweden, if he's a Swedish citizen, he was at least, they don't need a visa to get into the U.S. Now, it might be because there might be something there, but because he is a Chechen, right? And he has also very close ties, willingly or unwillingly. He does have close ties with Kadyrov. Kadyrov is the right-hand man of Putin. So I could see that being a problem for at least the current administration of the United States, the president and the entire Biden administration, right? So I can see that happening. That's definitely a possibility. They don't want anybody, related in any way to Putin, and especially not Kadyrov, probably, right? So I could see that happening. But now he has the UAE citizenship, and now if we're talking about visas and rules entering the United States, The UAE citizens, they do need a visa to enter the States. But like I said, I don't think that was the problem before, where officially which country he's coming from. I think it might be the problem, the fact that he's Chechen and he has ties with Kadyrov. That still might be a problem for the future, but nonetheless, he could always fight in Abu Dhabi as he is fighting now. Maybe that's the reason why we see him after a whole year now fighting in Abu Dhabi. Not just the reason that nobody wanted to fight him. You know, they pulled Costa from that last fight in Salt Lake City in order for him to fight him. And it's a damn good fight. I mean, we'll talk more about the fight. We still got plenty of time. I just wanted to talk about this change in camp. It's quite interesting. How will this impact him? Let me know what you guys think. Will this impact him at all? Will he be better than before? I mean, I remember one instance in the fight versus Gilbert Burns, right? That's a good example. So Gilbert Burns, they had a game plan for Gilbert Burns, and apparently Khamzat Chimaev did not listen to the coach for this particular game plan, and he ended up brawling with him. And the more the fight went, he brawled even more. Ended up even being knocked down by Gilbert Burns for a brief moment. He got up, but between rounds, the coach was furious at him. He was screaming at him. Khamzat was listening. He didn't say anything back. He just listened to him. I mean, he had that level of respect, even though he didn't listen at first. But the coach told him, "Don't brawl, don't brawl." He screamed at him, pretty much saying that, you know, they had a plan, which was not to brawl, you know, just stand and bang and brawl with Gilbert Burns, because that could have ended terribly, and he almost lost that fight. He closely won by decision. But yeah, it was just a moment of his ego going off and just trying to prove that he can beat Gilbert at Gilbert's game, pretty much. So, but anyhow, that was Andreas Michael. I think he's a terrific coach, and it sucks to see them part ways this way, for whatever the reason is. But yes, he will be now representing UAE. And then on the other side of the planet, in Brazil, at the Secret Juice Academy, Paulo Costa is training hard. I saw his YouTube channel as well. And yeah, he looks in goddamn good shape. I mean, this man has such a great physique that USADA especially tested him the most out of any of the fighters. Hence, the whole meme with the Secret Juice he created, and he's riding that successfully. He's bringing a lot of fans, and he's one of the fan favorites. Both of them are fan favorites, but yeah, people really love Costa. Costa at first didn't know English as much, but he saw that there's a lot of benefit for him to learning English, and he's definitely speaking much better English nowadays. And he's a good prankster. He's a good troll on the internet, on Twitter, on Instagram, and he's hilarious. Yeah, he likes to joke around, and the whole meme with the Secret Juice is just awesome. I love it. He always carries a bottle of Secret Juice. Now he also has merchandise that says Secret Juice, so that's a smart way to sell that idea. So he's training good. He's practicing everything. He's working on striking. He's boxing. He's working on his judo. Of course, BJJ. He's a black belt. Just FYI, Khamzat is not even a black belt in that, but we know how damn good is when it comes to grappling with Khamzat. I don't think he needs a black belt in BJJ. But I did notice one thing, not in the Paulo Costa camp. I did notice if you take a look at his videos, he posted 2 episodes from his camp in Abu Dhabi for the Fight Island, where he's prepping. So he was wearing a knee brace in the first episode. Very interesting. Why did he wear a knee brace? Right? Does he have any problems? Does he have an injury? Does he have a mild injury? Just a discomfort? Could be anything. But that's definitely something to keep an eye on. And if I was Paulo Costa, I would take my little notepad and I would write that down and make sure not to forget about it. Right? In the second episode, I didn't see a knee brace, but he did have like a sleeve right over his leg, especially right going over the knee. So I would definitely explore that. If I was Paulo Costa, I would take note. I would definitely test out that knee. Throw a few low kicks, maybe even an oblique kick. See how that knee holds up. You know, there might be something there that he can take advantage of. Very interesting, and we'll keep track of that, and we'll keep track of this fight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about his switch from Swedish to UAE citizenship. And by the way, make no mistake about it, both countries allow dual citizenship. So he can still be a citizen of Sweden and UAE, unless he already has citizenship of Russia. So that way, maybe he cannot be a citizen of 3 countries. But that's another topic. I'm not sure. But let me know what you guys think about the switch. how will this impact him? Will this be a bad move for him, or will it be a good move as far as his performance and future career? Yeah, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to Octacage MMA. I'll see you guys in the next one.